Welcome to Bill Dance Saltwater. Great fun fishing that anyone can do. Yes, you can do this. This week, Bill makes his first fishing trip ever to Tampa Bay, Florida. His longtime friend, excellent guide and fisherman, Blair Wiggins, invited him to this popular area for some exciting kingfish action. These line-screaming, fast-swimming beauties have laser-sharp teeth, are a ton of fun to catch, and their fight is very exciting to watch. Tampa Bay is located on the west central coast of Florida, and its most famous landmark is the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. Extending for more than 400 miles, the bay is also Florida's largest open water estuary. Its shallow bay waters provide habitat for a vast array of wildlife, from birds to all kinds of aquatic marine life, including the endangered manatees. That's why Tampa Bay's been designated an estuary of national significance by the Environmental Protection Agency. Now, you might think that with all the experience these two popular fishermen have, they'd prefer to go for only trophy fish. But that's not the case at all. No. Both Bill and Blair actually prefer to match the tackle to the fish they're after and just have a lot of fun. Blair's favorite fish to catch is the gator-sized speckled trout, like those found in the Indian River of Florida's east coast. For Bill, nothing is more fun to catch than hard-fighting snook. Today, they've decided to free-line live herring behind the boat on a slow troll while the kings of Tampa Bay home in for lunch.
Basically, those thread fins that we just caught, I rigged up these Kingfish rigs last night. It's just like number 4, your ordinary Kingfish wire, with treble hooks on there. Nice little swivel, 50-pound test. And those little threadies ought to do the job today for us.
So you're using number 4 treble hooks?
Yeah, I think these are number 6s here. Just a little bit bigger. You know, we were using 30-pound tests, so you don't want to use those little tiny hooks like they use in tournaments. These here will dig in pretty good, and you can put some pressure on them.
So you got number 4 wire and these little mini...
Just a little 30-pound snap swivel.
Yeah.
That's all you need. Simple rig. Nice and lively. Now you can cast net these baits.
Yeah.
But you put them in a cast net and it tends to make them die a lot quicker.
Yeah.
So that's why I like sabiki and these guys. They just, they'll last a lot longer.
So you hook one through the nose?
Hook one right through the nose and then give him enough room right there that he can swim, where he looks very injured out there in the water. And basically that's the rig. Just toss him about 20 feet behind the boat and we'll start idling a little bit.
So you've got him hooked in the nose, and then
through that piece of cartilage. All the herring out there, all the species of herring have that little cartilage right there in their nose, and then basically just a real soft skin in the back. You just want to penetrate it with that hook right there, just so it stays in.
So when they hit him, they get him.
Oh yeah. A lot of times, if you're only using one hook, it'll cut them in half.
Well, that hook just came
It's
out.
okay. It'll trail behind it. It's just a stinger hook. We'll just get idling real slow. Bill, you got one right here. Grab that rod right there.
I got it.
The only bad thing now, Bill, is we got a freighter coming.
Yeah.
Try to keep that off as much as possible. But yeah, that wasn't in the water more than about 30 seconds, was it?
Nuh-uh. Bang, he's busted.
30 seconds worth. He's going to realize he's hooked here in a second.
I think he just did.
You ever had smoked kingfish dip?
Never.
A lot of times in the restaurants around, you'll see smoked kingfish dip. That's just what this is.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. Call them little slimers.
I was going to ask you, were these things good to eat?
They are delicious. A lot of people think they're like a trash fish to go and do, but I mean, you can fry these things up. The meat turns just as white as it can be. I think he just figured out he was hooked. That might be a good one.
Today's show is sponsored in part by Bass Pro Shops, your adventure starts here. Quantum Rods and Reels, outsmart, outfish, outlast. And Mercury Marine, go boldly. Today's Conditions Log is brought to you in part by Fish Defunk. It keeps your hands scent-free and clean, so fish can't smell you. Use Fish Defunk unscented while fishing and Fish Defunk scented after fishing to remove all odors.
Now he's going back that way.
Pull this one out of the channel so that ship don't run us over. We need to hurry up and get him in so that ship don't run us
I'm
over.
putting the pressure on.
Good kingfish. Good start of the day right there, Mr.
Oh, look at him
Dance.
down there. Woo, that's a pretty one. We're using strand 50-pound braid superline on a 40 Quantum Cabo reel and a medium heavy 7'6" tidal fennel rod.
That's why they call them smokers, because they peel so much line off so quick that smoke comes off your reel.
You're like a silver bullet. There's one of my boats.
That's one of yours?
You see that D up there? Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you one thing. That's a complete package. I used to say with Barracudas, they're a lot like a Barracuda, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They're. I think they're actually in the same family.
Aren't they a mackerel?
Yeah.
Huh?
They're our type of mackerel, yes. And even a bonita is a type of mackerel. That's
Look
a
at-
good one there, Bill.
Look at him down there.
That's a real good kingfish.
They travel in schools, don't they?
Yes, sir, they do. And when the bait shows up here on the West Coast, they show up right with them. And that is a perfect sized kingfish right there.
Well, those teeth right there, they remind you so much of a Barracuda, don't they?
Yeah, but these are more like a serrated teeth.
Yeah.
Barracuda has those two teeth in the back or two up front, and they actually have holes in their skeleton up there where the Barracuda's teeth go up into. Yeah. These are just more like a razor, and they will, if you had your finger in there, it'd take it off.
How big is that one?
That one there's probably, I don't know, 12, 14 pounds, but that's the perfect size you want to eat too, because once they get up over 20, 30 pounds, they have so much mercury in them, it's not really healthy to eat them. Let's put him in the sun here, show you that blue, got beautiful blue and green colors in them.
Yeah.
They're just an absolute gorgeous fish.
Yeah, they are.
And we're going to see what this one looks like, made with a little bit of cream cheese and chives and
hot sauce.
A lot of smoke and hot sauce. We'll put him
Louisiana
in a
hot
well.
sauce. What makes these fish so special?
I think they're easy to catch. There's a lot of them, and they're a lot of fun to fight. You can come out here as soon as the bait shows up anywhere offshore. You can, with Facebook and all the social media things these days, all you got to do is check it out. When people start saying the bait's here, you can come out and start trying for kingfish. And it's real simple. Wherever you go to find the fish, you find the bait, you use sabikis to get them up, and once you get them up, you start fishing right there where the bait is. And that's it's a simple fish to catch. Oh, I think this might be a grown one, Bill. This one might be a grown one. You have to get that one in though, I think. Get back out in the middle of the channel.
Come on with him, buddy.
Or trying. Gotta love it when a kingfish first eats, don't you?
They are the perfect predator.
Ooh, I might go around the front.
Bye. Where you going?
Wherever this fish is taking me.
Today's show is sponsored in part by Mako Boats, building legends for over 40 years. Gamakatsu, world's finest hooks. And Motor Guide, trolling motors engineered for anglers. Today's equipment log is brought to you in part by Gamakatsu, because the fish of a lifetime only comes once in a lifetime. Today's show is sponsored in part by Stren, the standard of dependability since 1958. Garmin, fight your fish, not your fish finder. And Mystic Lubricants, lubrication domination.
We hardly keep 2 lines in the water.
Hey, where do these fish come from? Do they migrate through here?
Yeah, they're pelagic species. They come from, they follow the bait schools. Whenever the bait shows up, these guys show up.
Where does where does the bait migrate from? Deep water, way out? Or
Basically just in the estuaries, they just start schooling up, and there's so much plankton here in the Gulf of Mexico, they grow so quick. This looks like about a cookie cutter size of yours.
How far north will they migrate?
North, they'll run all the way up to the Panhandle, and then they'll make that west turn just like the cobia do. They'll make that west turn and go all the way to, I think, Texas, Mexico, all the way down.
You want me to hold your pole?
Please, sir. It's a little smaller than that other one.
In other words, you're saying my fish is bigger than yours.
Yes, it is. Can I see those pliers a sec?
I got them, buddy.
Right there, kingfish. Don't want to leave them out of the water too long. But those teeth there will put some damage on you right there. An absolute beautiful fish.
Look at him.
And off he goes.
You know, you do so many outdoor shows a year, and it keeps you jumping.
Always.
But I know you gotta, I know, but you've got to relax. But is there a certain type of thing you'd like to do more than any other thing?
Well, over on this side of the coast, on the west coast, one of my favorite things to do after we get done catching our fish is come back around the Skyway, and there's these mangrove snapper that hang out there, and man, they are absolutely the hardest fighting fish I think I've ever, hooked up to in my life. You got to use 30, 40 pound braid on them with 40 pound leader. And it's just a real fun way to catch some good eating fish, and they fight hard. You just got to get them out of the rocks.
That's a good mangrove snapper there, brother. You talk about eating, ooh boy.
When you want to get out and absolutely relax like I do with these snapper around the bridge, what do you like to go do? What's your favorite type of fishing without a camera?
Well, it's moving water. I grew up fishing moving water. And when I was a little boy, just fishing Mulberry Creek over in Middle Tennessee, and there's just something about it, it just draws me back. It's not the size of the fish, it's just, catch a little smallmouth like that or a little largemouth about that size. And there are other times you're catching little fellas, and out of nowhere, you hang into a runaway dump truck. And on baby tackle, it's a show. You're back with Mother Nature, and you see the little creatures, you see deer, and you see raccoons, and you see squirrels, and you see polecats, and there's just something special about it. That's my fun fishing right there. That's what I really love to do.
Oh, there he is. Fish on!
Got him that time. He took it. Look at that rod tip.
You're gonna get to see a barracuda.
Boy, he jumped. Is that sail that foam out there?
Yep, that's where he jumped.
He came completely out of the water.
Oh Lord, this means I gotta grab a barracuda, huh?
Oh, look at that. Oh man. Look at him take that line. laying
That is a caught fish. Barracuda on a kingfish rig. Same family as the fish we're catching, but these you don't want to eat.
The Bill Dance Question and Answer of the Week is brought to you by Mystic Lubricants and their complete line of JT4 marine products. A full line of products for your full line of pursuits. Visit mysticlube.com today. What are the advantages of polarized sunglasses? Well, the benefits are twofold. First and foremost, polarized lenses protect your eyes, whether it's from the sun, flying hooks, debris, or even raindrops. Of course, sunglasses also help you see better. They cut through the glare and allow you to detect fish and fish-holding habitat. So wear a pair, and your fishing future will be made in the shades.
Today's show is sponsored in part by Millennium Marine, a new class of comfort, and Thin Nor, legendary tackle since 1933. Closed captioning is provided by Bill Dance Digital. Follow us. Today's product tip is brought to you by Garmin's new Echo Map series of chart plotter sonar combos. These awesome push-button units provide the clearest scanning sonar images on the water.
Remember as a youngster how excited you were when you got your first shotgun, rod and reel, then pickup truck? Well, that's exactly how I felt when I got this new boat that I'm fishing in today. It's a 21 LTS by Mako. And let me tell you, it's truly a pleasure to fish out of. Roomy with plenty of storage, big live well, and it always gets me there safely and it gets me back.
If you're looking for the latest fishing information and tips, be sure to check out the free Bill Dance mobile app, available for both iOS and Android users.
I think there's fish right in here.
Might be one or two.
Look, there he is.
Drop him back, grab it. He's going to sky on it. Watch that bait. Drop that bait back to him. There he is. There he is. Look at him jumping. That's a Barracuda. Oh, don't let him come in this boat. There he goes. That's about as long as you want a Barracuda on the end of your line.
Woo! You know, I noticed that we keep relating to the shipping channel. Mm-hmm. We're working between the buoys, and you said they go out about 15 miles. And these
buoys, yeah.
these freighters come through this shipping lane. Mm-hmm. The depth of the water seems to be the same all the way across through here. You said it's pretty flat.
Yeah, it's pretty flat. The Gulf is pretty flat, and it's noted to drop like a foot for every mile, and you get a little bit further north of here. So you got to get way out to get deep. And the reason we concentrate right here on this channel is that they dug this channel and you have the current moving across all that flat surface, nothing really breaking it up. Then it hits that channel and it just creates a disturbance in the middle of basically a desert. So that disturbance kind of kicks up the plankton, which attracts the bait fish, and then the bait fish in turn attract the kingfish.
Well, plankton, most of the plankton is pretty shallow across the surface of the water too.
Within, I think, the first 15 feet of the surface where it gets the most light, you get a lot of plankton there, and that's what these thread fins feed on.
You know what's so nice about this? Anybody can do this. Yep, this is something you can do.
Anybody can come do this, and if you know, there's a lot of guides around here that you can look up. Ooh, I think he woke up.
See y'all in a minute. I'm going that way. I have no control over it. That thing down there's got me moving that way. Oh, look right here in the water. Look at him. He's got that. He's in that snapping mood. All right, let me get out of the way.
See him right up here in the back.
The man has come. Oh man!
On a big fish last week,
buddy.
There's your kingfish from Tampa Bay.
Call that a Mogan?
That would be a Mogan.
Hey, baby. How big you think that in here?
Right about 20. Good fish. See ya.
You smell fit? You smell that bait on your hand?
Yeah, it smells like a slimer.
All right, wait a minute. Look here. Pull one of them out. It smells good too, doesn't it?
It smells real good.
I'll guarantee you. Here.
Yeah. Get rid of the smell of fish, huh?
It'll get rid of the smell of anything quicker than a minute can jump a dipper. I mean, that slime was gone, that smell is gone quicker than you can say. I'm telling you. You can spray it on your hands, you can wipe it on your hands.
Fish defunk.
Hey, smell your hands, see if you smell it.
I smell defunk.
You don't smell fish, do you? You won't.
Well, let's go get our hands smelling like fish again.
Reach in there and get one.
Well, it's hard to believe, but we're already smack out of showtime for today. Whoever coined that age-old phrase, time sure flies when you're having fun, knew exactly what they were talking about, especially when it comes to fishing, don't you think? If you have the opportunity to fish for kingfish here in the Tampa Bay area, by all means, go for it. You won't be disappointed. Thanks for joining us today, and our special thanks to Captain Blair Wiggins for giving us a hand. He's always fun to fish with, whatever the species or the locale. We hope you've enjoyed Bill Dance Saltwater and learned that you can do this. Please join us right here again next week.